What's up guys, and welcome to Slice Bike and Car channel. And today I have a fresh new video for you. And I'm gonna take a spin on my 1.5-year-old CB300F because I've been riding the sporty Aprilia RS 57 and put around 160 kilometers into the bike in a week's time, and I want to see how this bike feels because it's more of a street naked, less committed, and the Aprilia is very sporty and very committed. So I just want to see what difference I feel. And right off the bat, the bike feels very comfortable, and my back and my spine is thanking me for choosing this bike today. Feels so comfortable, almost like cruiser like, chopper like, because the handlebars on this are pretty high and damn comfortable, bro. So yeah, but there are some compromises that you have to make while riding this bike because you know the handling is not as sharp and you feel like you're riding a very very rudimentary, very basic bike which doesn't have that sharp handling where you can just turn swiftly and make those aggressive turns, and it feels kinda basic, kinda rudimentary because it's a oil-cooled, straight-up oil-cooled engine, and cannot expect much, not much electronics. It just has one switch to traction control, which is right now off. There is no traction control right now on my bike, and not that heated too at this point because I didn't give it much time to heat, but yeah, I gave it a good 2-3 minutes. So the engine still is very smooth. It has that Honda refinement, that Honda feel to it, and also gives you that superior Honda acceleration and initial pickup that is pretty good. For a 300cc oil cooled, that was pretty quick, and Honda never fails to not give you that kind of performance. Every bike from Honda, let it be an oil cooled or a liquid cooled, you can expect some good acceleration, some good torque from it. And I have taken out this bike after a long time, and it feels very upright position, very soft. It is a superb bike for touring because I have toured 800 kilometers on this before, and it toured with ease, man. Never stalled much, never gave me much back issue or back problem. Pretty good for the street and the city, and it has that pull. Honda CB300F. Something I would like to say about this bike is the build quality on this is superb. You can still see it shining. The plastic that they have provided, the quality of the handlebar, the quality of the handles, switch quality, everything is ultra super quality. So in the quality department, I don't think you should have any complaints with this bike. And also, like, it's a fun bike to ride overall. It revs up to 7,500 RPM, delivers 24.5 PS I guess, and 26 torque, which is amazing for a 300cc oil cooled. And I always loved riding the bike. I never got bored of it. And you know, after riding my RS 457 for so many days, I was eagerly waiting to get back onto this bike and feel that feeling that I used to get from it. So yeah, man. But one thing about this is sharp turns, quick turns, it does very well. That's one good thing about the bike. Like, it's very nimble. In traffic, you will be feeling blessed to ride this bike because it's so light and nimble. It weighs around 153 kg. That's it. And my RS weighs 157 kg. So that's like a blessing if you own this bike. So light, so easy to handle. The feel is good. And also I changed the rear tires to some good grippy off-road kind of tires, so my tires grip really well. The tire that came with the stock I toured to Mumbai, I think last year, end of last year, and those tires gave up, man. They gave up on me, and it had 20 punctures in them, which was bad. That was a MRF FZ tire, sports tire, 150 section tire. So those fucking gave up on me as soon as I entered Mumbai. It could even be the quality of roads in Mumbai because the roads are shit back there. It's shit compared to Hyderabad. Hyderabad is leagues beyond Mumbai roads. I think that's also because there's a lot of traffic over there, lot more population, and maintenance is a tough job. So yeah, man, that was the thing with my tires. But I don't think these tires are gonna give any sorts of problems like that because they seem solid. My new Resdi off-road tires seem solid and seem sturdy. They're never gonna give up anytime soon. But surprisingly, my front tire stood the test of time. I'm still using the stock front tire and it still performs well. So coming from the RS, when I take corners on this bike, it's kinda like, it doesn't feel the same. It feels like I may lose traction of my front tire when I am trying to corner or turn aggressively. So this bike just doesn't allow me to do that. I don't know what is the reason behind it. Maybe it's just because it's not built to do that. I checked the tire pressure too after leaving, but they seem pretty good. But still, like, you know, it just doesn't feel fine when I'm taking aggressive turns. But one thing I can say is this bike stays stable, man. This bike stays stable and maintains the steer at the steering alignment is very good on this bike. It just maintains the straight line when you use your hands. It doesn't sway much. Even at a low speed, it doesn't sway too much. So that's one thing I liked about it. My RS was swaying a lot when I left the hand because I don't know why. Maybe it needs time to set in or something like that. But with this bike, the more I used it, the more, you know, the steering alignment got better. So this is what I love in this bike. It's kind of stable in straight line. I always had this thought that this would be a very awesome track bike because the initial pickup on the engine is superb. Like really amazing initial pickup. 0 to 80 off the line. No bike is touching this under 300 cc. Let it be your KTM 250. Your Apache is your BMW. No bike is gonna produce this kind of and damn, the feel of cutting through traffic is on another level with this. Damn bro, it's actually a good feeling bike bro. Not gonna lie. it feels sturdy and strong. That's what I really like about it. It feels like a well built, strong motorcycle that can even be, that will last you even through a Mad Max dystopian kind of setting. Even if the world is gonna get destroyed or blown up tomorrow, this is the bike that's gonna survive the destruction. It's gonna survive the beating. That's gonna survive through any terrain, through anything. But I just cannot find any cons except for the top end power, man. If you try revving out the bike too much, the top end just falls flat. It has awesome low end and mid range, and it's a good bike for even like pulling wheelies and stuff. So it has that good low end, man. It has a very powerful low end, but the top end is just flat out unsatisfying. And if I try revving it out too much when I race a KTM Duke 250, it is bound to lose speed. And it's bound to not pick up enough speed to actually keep up with the 350 Duke. So that's where this bike lacks, and it is understandable because it's a simple oil cooled engine, and you cannot expect too much top end. It is meant to ride slowly, to be chilled and ride it at your own pace, and chill out and ride it. That's what it is built for. I would suggest, if any of y'all are starting out to ride motorcycles, this would be the best motorcycle to start out on, because it's not that powerful. You can understand how fast you're going, and you can control it easily because it's just 153 kg, not that heavy. So these factors help you to pick up good skill on the motorcycle. Also, it's kind of forgiving for a new rider because of the weight. That's one thing. So and the most important factor is it has a low seat height, unlike most sports bikes or most 300cc and above bikes in the sports category, because they all have high 800 plus seat height, but this has 785 or 795, around that range seat height, which is pretty low, and a person who is 5'3", 5'4" also can easily plant their legs on the ground. So that's one very crazy factor for beginner riders that they will truly appreciate with this bike. Also, it is not slow, mind you, it is not slow. I have hit 150 kilometers per hour on this bike, and I very occasionally hit 145, 156 speeds on this bike. So it is a fast bike, it is very quick. It is quick, mind you, it's not slow. So it is a fast bike, bro. You can actually take out a lot of these 300 sub cc bikes, 0 to 100 at least, easily you can take out. The only thing is, don't expect too much top end like after 100 kilometers per hour, because it's gonna show signs of slowing down in the top end. Once you cross 6,000, 6,500 RPM, that's where you wanna actually shift your gear and get into the new gear, so that the torque again kicks in, because it has superior torque, man. It has same torque as the Kawasaki Ninja 300, which is shocking and which is awesome. But Kawasaki Ninja produces 26 to 27 Nm torque, and this produces 26 Nm torque. So bro, do the math. It can accelerate as good as a Kawasaki Ninja 300. So basically, I have no complaints with this bike. Never had any complaints, and it's built like a tank. I've had a few slides, and I tipped it over quite a few times, but nothing happened to the bike. It still stopped. literally nothing happened except for a few stuffs here and there, which are completely negligible and are not even visible to the naked eye. And if you see it from far, or if you see it in the slightly dark light, you will not be able to see those scars, because the paint quality is superior and the build quality is even better. So literally no complaints, man, no complaints with the bike. I still love it, and my back is completely thanking me to take out the bike again, because of the highly comfortable position that you sit on. Yeah, the seat may not be that comfortable, you may want to upgrade to a softer seat and all, but it is good, it is a decent seat. And if Honda could have given a bit more cushioning, a bit more foam, it would have been a blessing to ride this bike. And you could tour anywhere. Also, I would want to make a small point before closing the video, is that this motorcycle, I have ridden 800 kilometers to Mumbai and 800 kilometers back to Hyderabad, and it ran 400 to 500 kilometers at a stretch, 300 to 400 kilometers at least at a stretch. So there was no sign of too much heating, because I was cruising, and it gave a good mileage. It was giving at least 33 on the highways. So amazing performance, amazing city performance and highway performance. And my last tip and my last pieces of words would be that this is an amazing commuter bike, sub 300cc. It is quick, it is fast, and it is a superb tourer option too. You can deck it up with some bags, or with a case behind, saddle behind, which is planted on above the tail light. So you can do all that and tour peacefully. You will not have any problems touring. So this is a superb bike, superb option right now in India. And if you are looking at a bike which is under 2 lakhs, you can blindly go for the CB300F. And yeah guys, that's all about it. I will see you guys with some more RS 457 and CB300F videos soon. Thank you, take care, ride safe.